In a shameful incident, veteran journalist and editor-in-chief of Republic TV Arnab Goswami and his wife were allegedly attacked by two persons who are suspected to be Congress workers while they were on their way home late last night. The incident is being seen as an attack on the media's freedom of expression and has drawn widespread condemnation. We have this report. Bid to strangle the voice of media. Free expression attacked. In a shocker, veteran journalist and editor-in-chief of Republic TV, Arnab Goswami, who is also the president of the National Broadcasting Federation, was attacked by miscreants when he, along with his wife and Republic TV editor, Samyabrata Rai Goswami, were returning home past midnight. The attack took place barely 500 meters away from Arnab's house as he, along with his wife, were driving back following his show, with Arnab driving the vehicle. As narrated by Arnab himself, masked goons on a bike overtook and blocked the vehicle and proceeded to hurl bottles along with abuses after taking a good hard look to identify him in the front seat. Arnab's security, however, caught hold of the attackers, who are now in custody of Mumbai police and are being questioned. As narrated by Arnab, the two confessed to his security men that they were allegedly sent by Congress party higher-ups to teach Arnab a lesson after he questioned Congress President Sonia Gandhi in his show hours earlier.
I was driving back from my studios in the Bombay Dyeing Complex in Lower Parel, and I was driving my car, a Toyota Corolla, with my wife. We were both sitting in the front seat. About 500 meters from my residence at Ganpatrao Kadam Marg, well before the turn to my residence, my car was overtaken by two people in a bike. They kept driving their bike parallel to my car for some time, and they kept looking to the left. So I assumed that they were possibly going to stop or wait. Then they car, and their bike stopped. When their bike stopped, I thought that perhaps there was a problem with their bike. So I tried to turn a little bit towards my left. At that point of time, one of the two people started pointing specifically at me, and he turned his bike back and he came right next to my car, and then they started hitting my car with something and trying to break the window pane of my car. They were repeatedly hitting at the window pane of my car. I ducked at that point of time. They continued to hammer and try to break the pane of my car. Then I realized that this was some kind of an attack. I tried to move my car to the left. Then they started taking out bottles, and they were furiously throwing liquids at my car. They made another attempt to break the window panes of the car. This continued. At that point of time, I pressed my foot on the accelerator. I turned a little bit to the left. The car swerved. There was a screeching sound, and I moved away. When I moved 50 meters ahead, I looked back in my rear view mirror, and I saw that my security guards had held the people, and there was this bike, and the people who were in it had been accosted by my security persons. 5 minutes to reach my building. They reached the parking lot of my building, and I asked them what happened and who were these people. And they said to me that they were Congress workers, youth Congress workers, who had said that they had been sent to attack me.
While squarely blaming the Congress for the attack, the NBF president said such instances cannot stifle the voice of the media. And widespread condemnations poured in, slamming the cowardly act. The National Broadcasting Federation expressed shock on the attack, which they termed was carried out by a section of a particular party. Meanwhile, Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal and State Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma also condemned the incident. Taking to social media, Sharma expressed his solidarity with the veteran journalist and condemned the incident, calling it an attack on freedom of expression. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma too termed the incident as an attack on the freedom of press.
We had seen some, some incidents that took place regarding, some individuals and people from the press fraternity, and I think as a country we have always seen that the freedom to the press has been kind of a thing that we have always given, and I think it's sad to see that some attacks and some kind of things have been there on individuals. I think it's not appropriate, and I think this should never have happened.
Meanwhile, the journalists fraternity across region also took strong exception to the dastardly attempt to target a senior journalist.
I also condemn the attack on a senior journalist. This attack is an insult to us, the journalist fraternity, as it is also an attack towards the Constitution of India, which has enshrined us for the freedom of speech.
I strongly condemned the attack on our media friend. We feel that he is doing his duty, and the attack on him is the attack against journalism, not only in Mumbai but in the entire country.
I condemn the incident. I would like to say that every right-thinking citizen should condemn the incident. Not only condemning the incident, I request the concerned authority to book the culprits, and punitive action should be taken up as part of the law.
As the president of the All Manipur Working Journalists Union, I highly condemn, and police should be investigated and book the culprit. Strict punishments should be taken against those culprits, as the incidents should not be occurred again in future.
I am flabbergasted when the news came to light yesterday night that Arnab Goswami, one of the most leading national television journalists, was attacked along with his better half by some miscreants chasing his car and attempting to break the window of his car and throwing acids. I, being associated with electronic media for last 2 decades, simply condemn this ridiculous act. Media is regarded as the fourth pillar of democracy. When the freedom of speech is attempted to curtail, it's nothing but only murder of democracy.
এজন সাংবাদিক হিচাপে গণতন্ত্ৰৰ চতুৰ্থ স্তম্ভৰ ওপৰত হোৱা এনে আক্ৰমণক আমি তীব্ৰ গৰিহণা দিছোঁ। আমি বাক স্বাধীনতাৰ ওপৰত হোৱা এনে আক্ৰমণৰ তীব্ৰ প্ৰতিবাদ জনাইছোঁ। দ্বিতীয়তে এজন অসমীয়া হিচাপে অৰ্ণৱ গোস্বামীৰ ওপৰত হোৱা এনে আক্ৰমণত আমি অতি দুঃখিত, কিয়নো অৰ্ণৱ গোস্বামী এজন দেশৰ প্ৰভাৱশালী সাংবাদিক হিচাপে প্ৰতিষ্ঠিত, আৰু তেওঁ যেহেতুকে অসমীয়া, আমি অসমে তেওঁক লৈ গৌৰৱ কৰোঁ। তেওঁৰ ওপৰত হোৱা আক্ৰমণক আমি তীব্ৰ ভাষাৰে গৰিহণা দিছোঁ আৰু ইয়াৰ প্ৰতিবাদ জনাইছোঁ।
निर्भीक पत्रकार के ऊपर जिस तरह से ये घटना संगठित हुआ है उसकी मैं घोर निंदा करती हूँ। ये बहुत ही कायरतापूर्ण एक आक्रमण था। साथ ही साथ जो महाराष्ट्र की जो सरकार है उनकी जो चुप्पी है उसके ऊपर भी मैं धिक्कार देती हूँ उनको।
What is concerning is that, as per Arnab, the Mumbai police has been trying to downplay the incident and even refused to identify the attackers as Congress workers. At a time when journalists are risking their lives to keep viewers updated, the least authorities can perhaps do is ensure their safety. News Desk Report, Northeast Live.